Hey, what's going on, crew? It's your boy Serrano, and today we're going to take a look at a brand new pair of earbuds, and this is from a company that's been around for a long time, since 1999, the Dacom company, which I'm a truly big fan of, right? And they are offering these really nice pair of earbuds, which are 2-in-1 bone conduction and dynamic drivers in the black color, red color, and also the blue color. So let's just take a look at the unboxing experience. And these are the Gemini G100s, which are their brand new earbud, and the unboxing experience is extremely pleasurable because you're going to get everything on the box on the outside to read, like the BoneConduction 2-in-1 with the dynamic drivers, the dynamic and standard mode EQ switching, the dual mics with ENC noise reduction, as well as the skin-friendly titanium flexible strap, as well as the LED lights for running safely at night, right? But that's not even everything that we're going to be talking about. We're also been talking about the listening experience, and these are modeled to basically fit people who want to have the ability to still hear their outside environment, but at the same time, if they choose that they just want to stay locked in and immersed into their music, they have the dynamic driver to choose from. So I was a huge fan of these earbuds because they offer so many different use case scenarios and a lot of range when it comes to the listening and sound quality, and premium listening materials, as well as very good ergonomics and just a straightforward setup and overall functionality with these guys, right? So the unboxing experience is pretty straightforward. They came with the BoneConduction head, which is the portion that you would put on here if you wanted to be able to hear everything around you, but also hear vibrations of music. So I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail, but they did offer the leather pouch, which was the mimicked leather, and then they also do have your user guide, which you can read in several different languages, and then a Type-C cord as well. So I'm going to get into these in a lot more detail. We're going to be talking about all the experiences that I've had so far with these. They even offer these ear tips that you can put in your ear if you're listening to the BoneConduction mode and you want to stay immersed into the music, right? But these are going to be extremely lightweight with a matte design. Like I said, this is going to have several different use case scenarios, but obviously you can use these in several different environments, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit more detail. So I truly like these. They had a really easy option where you can actually open up the charging port with the rubber tip, which was built in, so it could block that and keep it waterproofed as well. And like I said, it was like a matte material that just felt extremely lightweight, and it had some touch buttons, one on the side and one on the bottom, and you can tell the touch areas by locating the side, which has the LED light. You tap that 4 times and you will be able to get your night light. And as far as the pairing process, it was really easy. All you do is connect it to the Bluetooth by searching for the Geminis on there, and once you set these guys up onto the phone, you're gonna notice that you do have a lot of different options on the Gemini G100s. And I did notice you could even summon the Google Assistant. You could also, turn the night light on by using the side. 3 taps on the right would go back, 2 taps would go forward. And when I went down to the bottom of the earbud, there was a volume minus and plus, and by tapping that twice, you will increase the volume, and triple tapping will decrease the volume. So everything that you needed to get access to as far as the touch buttons, it was pretty easy to locate, and it was also pretty straightforward, very user friendly. So I did like that part about it, because everything was simple to use. You didn't really feel anything around your ears. Even if you were wearing these for a really long time, you could pretty much wear these all day long, and you won't have to worry about them weighing down on the top of your ear as well, because the weight of these is going to be really lightweight, but also the material that they used is extremely skin friendly. So there was one thing that you might want to be aware of, and I'm just going to throw that out there, that these will have minimal sound leakage. So if you're in an outdoor environment, like in streets and stuff, or maybe just a hike, it wouldn't really matter, right? But when you're in like an office where people, it's like sometimes it could be cricket quiet or extremely quiet where people are around you, you will have to turn these down 3 levels from the top, maybe even 4, to get these to be listenable. Is that even a word? But one of the things that I did like is that if you long held the bottom volume button for like 3 seconds, you could enter dynamic mode. And once you do that and you're in dynamic mode, you're going to notice that with the BoneConduction, it's going to be extremely immersive, because the drum on the BoneConduction will kind of rumble against the side of your skull anytime the bass hits, or anytime like something hits pretty hard, and then you will feel that and hear that at the same time, which is really immersive, because a lot of the times when you're listening to earbuds, you do feel the bass and treble as well, but with these you physically feel it on the side of your temple. It's not going to be like too crazy where it like throws you off or makes you just like completely, you know, like dizzy or something. It's going to be a slight rumble or vibration on these in the dynamic mode, and I really like that when I'm listening to a heavy bass track or something with a lot of drums, snares, you know, deep 808s, as well as like a really hard maybe like a hard guitar riff or something. You will want to listen to that with the dynamic mode.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is the microphones coming out of the Gemini 100 Dacom BoneConduction earbuds. Let me know how these sound. I actually have the in-ear setup right now, but I don't know if that makes a difference, so I'm going to switch it out to the BoneConduction mode. But this is the microphones coming straight out of the Dacom earbuds, and they're actually there's no wind right now, so I just want to let you guys know there's no wind, so that I'm gonna actually switch out the earbuds right now and let me know how the microphones did on both. Hey, what's going on, guys? So there was like an airplane that just flew over top, but I have the actual microphones going from the G100 Dacom earbuds. Let me know if you hear that dog in the background and anything like that, but there's no wind. It's a really nice sunny day. But this is just a quick microphone. I have the BoneConduction part on instead of the in-ear part, so let me know how the microphones sound when I'm talking directly out of the Dacom earbuds. Let me know if you can hear any background noise, like people's voices and stuff like that. But
so like I said, the battery life will be about 20 hours with the in-ear portion, which will give you a longer battery than the BoneConduction, which is about 8 hours. So that's pretty standard when it comes to the overall duration of most battery life on most earbuds today. But the 20 hours with the in-ear dynamic driver was actually pretty cool, because you can actually switch off the BoneConduction if you want to get a little bit longer battery. You could put the BoneConduction, the dynamic driver on there, and you will get a more immersive experience. It could block out noises, also less sound leakage when you throw on the in-ear portion. People that are around you won't be able to hear your music whatsoever, so you could throw those on and kind of just block out the people around you, and they won't be able to hear you either, hear your music either. But if you wanted to be like more in like people's faces while still being able to hear what they're saying, maybe you want to hear all the words that are coming out of their mouths and you don't want to miss a moment, or maybe you just want to stay alert. Maybe you have like a package on the way, or a neighbor calling you from across the street. You do want to sometimes be aware of when that's actually happening. And so even when working out, these didn't move at whatsoever. They didn't, when I was sweating, I didn't feel like any type of uncomfortable feeling, because these do have the IP66 as well, and they felt really nice in the ear, over the ear at all times. If you put the in-ear part, obviously this is going to be a different experience, but I just found these really good for working out, sweating, doing physical activities. They didn't move around. Even if I was like doing a hard workout at the moment, they definitely stayed in place. They didn't feel like I had to adjust them whatsoever. They just pretty much fit right where you left them, and you didn't have to play around with them at all. Like, they were pretty much just locked in that spot. So I was really impressed with the comfortable feeling of these, even when running, jogging, sweating, walking. They were really comfortable, and they didn't move around when you were listening to music. They stayed right on your your temples. So that was a cool thing that I did like about these, is that they stayed not on your temples, but like on that portion right next to your ear, they stayed right there and they didn't move around. You could even wear these in the shower. And I noticed that it didn't mess around with the microphones or anything of that sort, because they were still usable after that. And you can get them wet, wear them outside, you could do voice calls with the ENC microphones, because these will have a feature in these which will block out some of the background noise around you, but you'll still be able to hear some background noises. It's not going to completely cancel out every single background noise. I was able to hear a dog barking, some minor airplane noise as well, but even if you wore glasses, these fit really comfortable right over top of it without any discomfort over a few hours. And it's going to basically, the microphone's vibration of the BoneConduction headset passes through your skin, muscles, cheekbones to reach your auditory nerve and finally to your brain. And the BoneConduction allows you to enjoy music better. Like, you can experience it, and you could hear it, and you're aware of your surroundings simultaneously, so you won't really have to worry about missing out on a moment or missing out on an important message over the intercom or even in the subway, right? But you'll still be able to hear your surroundings, and you'll still be able to hear your music at the same exact time. And it allows you to keep safe when you're running, so you can hear cars like maybe crossing the street. You don't want to get hit by a car or something like that. But these will allow you to basically monitor your surroundings as well as listen to your music, so you can enjoy both at the exact same time without having to compromise. So I was really impressed with the music, and definitely the listening experience felt really immersive, because it does have that subtle vibration that I was trying to explain earlier. I can't really put it in words, but it's just like you feel the music as well as hearing it at the same time. And then it's exclusive premium experience to listen to these, because I haven't had this experience before with the 2-in-1, being able to change the large sound scale range on these. It was definitely going to be providing by the Geminis. Is pretty cool, because you can experience different types of listening, in ear or the BoneConduction, right? So these are going to be really straightforward, only at 34 grams of weight. It's going to be feather light. The dynamic driver headphones are only 30 grams, but with the BoneConduction it's 34. And after a full charge, you'll be able to get 20 hours of battery life. You'll also be able to get 8 hours with the BoneConduction, 20 hours with the dynamic driver. And you're also going to feel that qualified titanium neck strap on the back of your head or your neck or whatever. When it's around your neck, it's really uncomfortable, but when it's just on listening to music, it's extremely minute when it comes to feeling it or like allowing it to affect your movements. It's basically going to move with everything that you do. And like I said before, they're going to be really skin friendly, but you're also going to be able to use these in several different environments. So that's the thing that I like about them. And also that they're $20 off right now, so you can get a discount. And I'll make sure I leave the cheapest link down below. But I'm going to get right back with you. Every single like helps the channel, and subscribe and get notified. And I'll get right back with you later, crew. Peace.